Hey guys, we are back in action. Oh, I've missed you, camera. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 drugstore beauty products. These are 10 that I would recommend to anybody, whether you're a beginner, a makeup artist, just a makeup enthusiast, whoever you are. Maybe you're trying to build up your kit or just wanting to try some more drugstore makeup because it's affordable, and there are a ton of great products out there now, so it's pretty exciting. I love seeing how drugstore beauty has evolved. Let's start with the foundation. So you guys might be a little bit surprised about this because I actually don't feature this one too often, but it often does live in my kit because I think it is a great product. It's the L'Oreal True Match Foundation. I have it in the shade W4, a part of their warm line. So they have warm, neutral, and cool tones, which I think is so necessary because there are a ton of great drugstore foundations, but most of them just don't have enough shades for all of us different ladies of different undertones. So that's why I think this is great, and also it's very blendable. It doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look heavy. You don't have to worry about it getting underneath dry flakes and things like that. It just looks really good on. I am wearing it today. I actually didn't wear this one for the longest time because it was a little bit darker for me, but I actually did get a little darker when I went to Mexico. So now this pretty much matches me to a T, and it's almost like I've fallen in love with it all over again. But seriously though, this is a really great product. If you are pretty oily like me, you do have to prep your skin, and you do have to make sure you set the foundation properly for it to really last. Next would be my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circles Eraser. I love this under eye concealer. I actually like to use it underneath the eyes and in the higher points of my face just to brighten up my complexion. And I actually missed this. I recently repurchased it because it totally is worth repurchasing. And I had tried, different concealers for some time, so that's why I hadn't used this in a long time, but I still really, really love it. And it just comes on really smoothly. It doesn't really, cake up into fine lines too much. After some time that will happen naturally, but I just think overall this is a great under eye circle concealer. Okay, next let's talk about eyeshadows. The Maybelline Color Tattoo. I have it on in the shade Bad to the Bronze, and I would highly recommend this shade as well because it's just very wearable. Anyone could wear this shade, and I just love how long lasting it is. It's so long lasting that it does work excellent as a base if you're not using an eye primer, because it really just stays on, doesn't really let the oil from your eyes soak through. I would actually say this works better over your bare lids rather than over primer, because I do notice when I apply this over an eye primer, it's actually harder to blend. So when I just wear it without any primer, practically as the primer itself, like I pretty much wear this as a base or primer, it blends really beautifully and it just does still last. It's a great product. They have several other shades as well, but this one is one that I've always gone back to. I felt like I also needed to include some powdered eyeshadows. These almost act like a cream to powder, but I love these because they are so creamy and they're so smooth. If I had to choose one powdered eyeshadow, it would be the L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Eyeshadows. I am wearing them both today. Continuous Cocoa pretty much smudged into my outer V and crease area. So they have a little cap where you can kind of press down and condense it. I guess keep it from drying out, so it will always have that really kind of creamy texture to it. I also have it in the shade Midnight Blue underneath my eyes today as my lower lash line eyeliner. Next would be the Wet n Wild Fergie Cream Liner in Little Black Dress. It's just a really deep, rich black, and it's creamy. It's so affordable. It just works so well. It is definitely comparable to higher end cream or gel liners. Another go-to liner that I have definitely repurchased and just feel like it's kind of like a good basic to have is my Rimmel Soft Kohl Kajal Eyeliner Pencil in the shade Pure White. This is just excellent for if you want to use it as a base to brighten up the eyes, or to rim the eyes to brighten them, or even apply on the inner tear ducts, just to really brighten and open up the eyes. Okay, next I am excited to include this one because it's a bit of a more recent favorite, but I am literally obsessed with it, and it would actually be my current favorite mascara. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational in Waterproof. It does have a fan styled brush. It just has a bit of a curve, so I really love how it cups the lashes. It definitely does an excellent job at lengthening the lashes, and it also does add a bit of volume, especially if you do add extra coats and just kind of take a little bit more time to apply the product on. I really love this because it has a great formula, minimal to no flaking, it doesn't smudge. There are waterproof mascaras that will still smudge, so this one actually doesn't, and I just love it. I'm obsessed with this. For nail polishes, I would say the Maybelline Color Show nail polishes because they're so affordable and I've just found them to work really great. I have Lust for Lilac here, which is still one of my favorite shades, and I also have it in Sapphire Siren, which is just a really, really beautiful deep blue. Okay, next is another Maybelline product. I guess Maybelline is just up there for me. Like, I didn't even realize it until I compiled my top 10. So their Color Sensational lipsticks I have just loved for the longest time, and over the years they've just come out with like different lines. So they have like the Rebel Bloom line, they have their Vivids, their Matte line, so basically just the Color Sensational lipsticks in general. I have some of my favorites here: Pink Please, Make Me Pink, Blushing Bud, Brazen Berry, Daringly Nude, which is from their matte line. So I pretty much just can't get enough of them. I just love their lipsticks. Okay, last but not least, I felt like I needed to include this one because I also really do love Milani's lipsticks. This shade in particular, in Confident, is a matte shade, and it's just my favorite red lipstick right now. I really love it. Anytime I just feel like wearing a red lipstick, I love matte shades, and this shade just does not disappoint. And they just have a lot of great products in general. I feel like they don't get enough hype, but just in general, I love their lipsticks probably the most right now, so this is number 10. Okay, here's just a couple more notable mentions. I know we already went to 10, but I also felt like I needed to include Jordana's 12 Hour Made to Last eyeshadow pencil because I love this so much. I use it on my waterline. I use it with an angled brush to apply it just like I would with a cream liner or gel liner. It works well as an eyeshadow base because it just doesn't budge. So I had to include this one, even though I believe Jordana is only available at Walgreens, which is why it kind of didn't make it into the list, but it is a drugstore product after all, and it just had to be mentioned. The last notable mention would be the Rimmel Exaggerate Lip Liner in the shade East End Snob because I have just repurchased this so many times over the years. I always have it in my kit. It's a great shade because it's not too pink, it's not too nude, it's just the right kind of like Your Lips But Better shade, so I love this lip liner. We've reached the end. I also wanted to mention that I will be hosting a giveaway including a few of these items that I just mentioned, as well as some other products such as like the simple makeup remover wipe, some lashes. I even have like a NYX lip gloss in here. It's in the shade Tiramisu. I love it. I didn't include some of these products because they're not really available at all drugstores, like, you know, NYX, e.l.f. and products like that. That doesn't mean I don't love them or that they didn't deserve to be in the list, but I really wanted to kind of stick to products that you definitely can find at most drugstores. So I just included some extra things in here. There's like an e.l.f. powder brush in here. I even have a NYX eyeshadow palette in here, but I'll have everything detailed on my blog. So when this giveaway is up, it'll definitely be linked below if it isn't already. And you can just enter on my blog for this little extra something that I just wanted to give away to you guys because I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of your support and for being amazing. Definitely stay tuned for the next video because I'm super excited about it. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And that is all. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!